good afternoon, everyone. Welcome once again to Randall R. Sadler Stadium on the campus of Earlham College as we bring you Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference Baseball. This is the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show this afternoon. A cloudy, cool day here in Richmond. Earlham at 7-5 overall, 2-1 in the HCAC. They'll take on the Beavers of Bluffton, who come in an improved record at 9-4, also 2-1 in the HCAC. Big matchup here this afternoon, the first of the 4 games coming up this week. Of course, later on Friday and Saturday, 3-game set as the Franklin Grizzlies will come in, but the Quakers will take it 1 game at a time. Today, Earlham will go with freshman Kyle Gorman. No record on the season. He will be making his 6th appearance and his 3rd start, an ERA of 8.68. He'll be facing left-handed pitcher Corey Johnson. Johnson making just his 2nd start. He is 1-0 with an ERA of 3.00. The Quakers took 2 out of 3 on the road at Rose-Hulman. Probably should have won all 3, but they'll take 2 out of 3 in their opening series. Meanwhile, Bluffton took 2 out of 3 against Anderson. When we come back here on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show, we'll hear from head coach Steve Sakasitz. We'll scout this Bluffton baseball team coming up in just a few moments. We'll have those starters right around the corner, and the first pitch is about 15 minutes away. We'll have it all right here. Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Injured athletes can be evaluated at Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond. Request a same-day or next-day appointment to be evaluated by medical professionals who specialize in strains, sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, concussions, and other sports-related orthopedic issues. Call 935-8905. That's 935-8905. Or request an appointment online at reedortho.org. Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond.
Steve, before we talk about today's matchup and a big matchup against Bluffton, a couple of things kind of outside today's game, and one of those is the idea that, and I didn't know this until he told me a couple of moments ago, that college baseball, certainly at this level too, has a clock on the pitcher and how soon he can throw the baseball, getting in and out, because games have gone long. You've had a couple of 340s so far this year. You said that they don't really enforce it that much, but it is in play in college baseball. How come they don't enforce it as much?
Just from the fact that you have to put one at the places that don't have the ability to add a 30-second clock, they ask the umpires to go ahead and use a stopwatch on that. And, let's ask the umpires to do a lot more than what they're already doing, too. But the places that, could get it, you have some schools that have it, some schools don't, but they just put the emphasis to try to get the pitchers moving as quickly as they can. The umpires try to do the same thing with in and out of the dugouts as quick as we can between innings, just to get not only college baseball, but the game of baseball to move quicker. They feel like viewership is down and they want to speed the game up. And there's things you can do. And, again, I think in Major League Baseball, they're not putting the clock on the guy to stretch only for the windup there. They want to move there just because they know those pitches can stretch are more important. But it's different. I mean, they want to enforce it. They want to be quicker. I'd love the game to be quicker as well, too. And that's something I think we all have to grow into. But at this level, asking the umpires to be on the stopwatch with that is already asked a lot of them already.
You only have 2 of them out there at one time anyway. This level, I guess, would be kind of difficult. Do you then take it in a conscious effort that I'm going to get my guys in and out as quickly as I can? Do you kind of treat that on your own as a head coach?
Yeah, we try to have our guys in the dugout about 15 seconds after their spot. We practice that part of it. We think playing the game hard is one way to go ahead and go. As soon as you get out of that dugout, you should be sprinting out to your spot. On the mound, too, we want our guys to work quickly as well, too. But there's times also that the pitcher's going wrong. He needs to slow himself down last week. So it's both ways on that part of it. But we try to have our guys move as quickly as we can. Again, in practice, we try to practice as much as we can because some umpires might call on. So let's go, let's move it quickly. And, if you haven't prepared your kids for something like that, then it could be devastating to them.
You said even in some respects a gentleman's agreement between you and the other coach, and you know most of these guys pretty well. You kind of know that this is something we ought to be trying to do to speed this thing up.
Yeah, I mean, some guys, they have their pitchers work extremely fast, and it turns the rhythm off the hitter. So the hitter's now stepping out, and you see the umpires get the hitter back with see how they do it. But, again, if we're seeing 2 or 3 innings, we're okay with that.
Let's talk about today's matchup. A Bluffton team that you've had their number, I think, over the last 5 contests after they got you, I think, over the first day, so things have kind of changed there a little bit. What do you expect of them?
I expect them to be a really good ball club. I think that they bring back a lot of guys that play significant games from last year, both on the mound and offensively. They're going to be a team that's coming in here 2-1 in the conference. I think they're 10-4, maybe 9-4 overall. So they played well early on. And they're right there with us. We got to play our games in front of us. This game is a big game for us because we're both 2-1. We don't want to go back and look and say, we wish we could have done this, that, or the other. So we got to take care of our part. And as we say to our kids, play our game each and every day. And it doesn't matter what they do on that side. We dictate our counts. We're aggressive with the base paths and wreak havoc that way like we're going to do.
But you've done that so far, haven't you? And you talked about this earlier this week on Strictly Baseball, that you basically take this thing one game at a time.
You have to. And I want our kids to think about that every single day. When we talk to our kids, our goal is if we emphasize it, we're going to be good at it. So we're going to continue to emphasize that part of it. You can hit each individual inning, try to win every inning, have a big inning, and continue to add on from there.
Yesterday, when we had a chance to talk a little bit about the stealing bases and such, and I heard an announcer say that you really think that maybe stealing bases was that big of a deal, maybe as much as it used to be back in the 80s and maybe in the early 90s, but your ball club, it certainly is, and it does wreak a lot of havoc. Something you really couldn't take out of your game, could you?
No, our goal is we look out the out with the bun. We'd like to see if we can steal a base there. And, the guys who put in our lineup, pretty much each and every one of them can run and can do something. It might not be a true base stealer in the fact that they can Eric Elkins and those guys, but these guys do a few of this here, especially the backside of a double steal there, too. So we try to play our game with that. In some cases, we will move the guy over, but I think when you look at our ratio of what our percentage is from stolen bases and caught stealing, when you look at a high percentage like that, why wouldn't you take a chance on that?
We guys talked about that yesterday, is what the pitcher's having to do is play his concentration between what he's trying to do at the plate and what the guy is doing on the bases, and it certainly plays into your advantage when you have to think about both.
Our goal is that we run because we can hit, and we hit because we run. So with that pitcher-catcher combo, thinking about that runner on first base, it might open up more opportunities for our hitter at the plate. You see pitches that he might not usually see. You don't want to throw a breaking ball in the dirt with that runner on base because we're going to take that base there. So we might see more fastballs. It's worked out with us. We think we're all offensively. We've seen better pitches to drive for us in counts because of what our base runners can do for us. And you go back to the Swanee series, we just didn't get a chance. We were down by so much to run. We can't give up the outs there. But again, if we're in closer games and we got our guys on base, I think we have the ability to have that. We can be a little different if we can run.
We're going to look at pitching-wise today. Who do you go with?
Today we're going to go with Kyle Moore again. He threw 5 pretty good innings for us last weekend against Splittenburg. We want him to continue to cut down and give up the free base, get ahead of counts, throw zeros up on the board. Give him an offensive chance to run. Give him an offensive chance to score. The more zeros we put up there, it's going to be tough for the other team, especially in the midweek, to hold our offense down. So, again, want to be aggressive out there. The guys that come in from the bullpen, again, same things, throw strikes, let our defense make plays for them. And stay out of the beginning for them.
When you speak of him maybe turning a couple of things around from what he did before, can you be a little more specific? What was he doing that you did like? What are some of the things that you liked about his game last week?
Well, he threw 5 innings and had 3 walks, so I'd like to see him cut those down there, especially, you don't want to be anywhere that close to walks per inning, but I'd also like to see him get ahead of counts, too. I think we get ahead of counts, we have him put the ball in play early, so that keeps pitch counts down. And I think that's, for the times that we've played, often had success. You look at Bryce Ring and you look at Walter Tolcott, both those guys were getting to put the ball in play with their 3 pitches, and so their pitch counts were down, and they were giving us 8 or 9 innings because their pitch counts dictated they could do so. When we have high pitch counts, we've got to go to the bullpen earlier, and we've got to, again, stretch the game out a little bit where we'd like to get that started as long as you can, and then put our bullpen guys in better position to be successful.
I imagine as a pitcher, when you go out there knowing the offense you guys can put up, it has to be, at least from a standpoint, the relaxing feeling a little bit more, knowing you guys can score runs.
Well, it should. That's what our pitchers are doing. You can make mistakes. Again, going back this weekend, Howie Smith gave up 15 hits to that team that didn't work the guy, and so our offense got a chance. When you're putting guys on base with free bases, walk there and hit that pitch, and then they get hits, that's when the big inning happens. So we want them to stay away from that. Again, keep telling our kids that we're getting better at it. Again, once we get this whole thing going, we can have pitching-wise, offensively, and defensively, and they can be absolutely scary what this team can do.
You talked about your bullpen, but if Corbin throws well, do you want to see how far he could go today?
Yeah, you'd like to. You'd like to see. We threw a lot of guys this past weekend at Rose Moments. They'd like to get an extra day on that part. His pitch counts built up in practices that it could go significantly for us, but we'd like to see him really on keep putting zeros up there. Again, he's going to dictate what goes on, and again, if he trusts our offense, that if he gives up 1, we might come back and get 2. If he gives up 3 or 4, that's going to make it more difficult for us.
You mentioned Walter a couple of moments ago. I know a lot of fans are certainly concerned concerned that he's going to be okay and be ready for you to go again. Did you get any word on him today?
Yeah, we got some better news there. Yeah, he does have a little strain there of the elbow, so what it's going to do is we can put him on a throwing program right now, build him back up there. We'll hope within 1 to maybe 2 weeks at the latest that we can get him back in games pitching out there. But a lot better news than obviously he's got a little tear in that part. But we're going to have to work him back, again, slowly on that part, get him back in practice with a little throwing program, and really let us know how he's feeling. He's pretty good in that part. He knew when something didn't feel right, pulled himself from the game on that part. He appreciated that part. The communication with us instead of going out there maybe making it worse than it was. So we're going to work on some things strength-wise. If the shoulder is strong and stable, then the elbow doesn't drop. And so we're going to make sure we're continuing to do that stuff. He's got a limited training right now to keep the work in, and so he's going to do that, and we'll hope to get him back here in the latest 2 weeks within hopefully a week.
Head coach Steve Sackett, and again, the good news about Talcott is that he should be back within the next couple of weeks. Time to scout this Bluffton team, brought to you by Harrington Oak Insurance. At Harrington Oak, they spend every day working to make this community better, safer, and more enjoyable because their focus is on insurance, and that's it. They're on top of industry changes and are a one-stop shop for all your insurance needs, whether it's business, personal, life, or health. That's why when it comes to protecting you and what's important to you, Harrington Oak insures it. Give them a call at 962-9502 or go to their website for more information at harringtonhoak.com. Beavers again at 9-4. They're 2-1 in the NCC. They took 2 out of 3 from Anderson, winning 16-5, losing 12-10, and then a pitching performance by both teams in that final contest, and the Beavers won that one by a final of 3-1. And right now, the hot bat belonging to Luke Hickey. Hickey, 482 on the year. He has a home run. He's driven in 15, 7 doubles, and a triple. Blake Fox also hitting well at 422. He's got a home run and 17 runs driven in. Colin Gregory is at 313 on the season. Clayton Siders is at 353, and Austin Prosser at 333. We will not see perhaps their 2 better pitchers that we've seen so far this year, at least from an inning standpoint, and Von Sossen and Bowman, so they will not throw today. May see them later on in the years. We mentioned we will see their left-hander going in this one here this afternoon in Johnson. So the Beavers and the Quakers ready to go here this afternoon. We'll come back with the starting lineups coming up in just a moment. This is the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show right here, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Here's how the Beavers will line out here this afternoon. Leading things off at shortstop will be Luke Hickey. Hickey, as we mentioned, hitting at 482 on the season. Batting second and in center field is Clayton Siders. Hitting third, the second baseman, Austin Prosser. Prosser hitting at 333. We mentioned Siders at 353. Of course, keep an eye on Blake Fox, who will be the cleanup hitter this afternoon. The first baseman, Fox hitting at 422, 17 runs driven in. He again will be the cleanup hitter. Colin Gregory is hitting fifth. 383 on the year. He'll be DHing. Jeff Arnett is batting sixth in right field. The third baseman this afternoon batting seventh will be Chase Lonacek. Lonacek hitting at 175, a freshman in the lineup. Hitting in the eighth hole this afternoon in left field will be Dennis Solly. Solly is sophomore at 167. And also Reed Mouse catching today, the junior, 235 on the year, no home runs and no runs driven in, as Mouse will be hitting ninth in the order. So it'll be Hickey, Siders, Prosser, Fox, Gregory, Arnett, Lonacek, along with Solly and Mouse. For the Quakers, 7-5 overall, 2-1 again in conference play. Matt Barger will lead things off in left field. He's hitting 278 on the year, 2 home runs. He has driven in 6. Now has 8 stolen bases for Earlham. Nate Lynch, he has really taken off over the last 5 or 6 games. Lynch in center field hitting at 391. He has 19 stolen bases coming into today's contest. Brandon Laird will be at shortstop again this afternoon. He'll be batting third at 365. 24. He now has 10 stolen bases for the Quakers on the season. Eric Elkis will be the cleanup hitter at first base. Elkis now .392, 4 home runs. He has driven in 25. The freshman Danny Dopp, solid down at third, .460 on the year at the plate. What a surprise he has been. 21 RBI. Coming into this one here today, Dopp again gets the start at third. He'll be batting fifth. Batting sixth, the veteran catcher Cody Krumloff, .321 on the year, home run. He's driven in 14. Krumloff again batting sixth. Hitting seventh, another freshman, the DH Isaiah Shake, hitting at .333 on the season. Batting eighth will be Addison Robertson. He'll get the start at second base. And then batting ninth in right field will be Kendall Baker. Baker .275 on the year with 6 stolen bases. So again for the Quakers today, Barger, Lynch, Laird, Elkis, Dopp, Krumloff, Shake, Robertson, and Baker. And again, Kyle Gorman going for Earlham. Corey Johnson going this afternoon for Bluffton. We'll come back, get this one underway from Randall R. Sadler Stadium. Coming up in just a couple of moments. This has been the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. We'll come back with that first pitch in just a little bit. This is Earlham Baseball right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all hand-picked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at Tony'sCarsales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars. Hi, this is Troy Darengowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti, or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994. Now, the right-hander, the freshman out of Cincinnati, Kyle Gorman, will be going this afternoon for the Quakers. Gorman making his 6th appearance. This will be his 3rd start. His last start was against Wittenberg last week here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. So far this year, 9 1/3 innings. He has given up 17 hits, 13 runs, 9 of those earned, 4 strikeouts, and 6 walks on the season. He has no record thus far, and an ERA of 8.68. So the right-hander getting the start here today against a pretty good hitting team. And this is a Bluffton team that's not going to hit a ton of home runs. You only have 2 coming in so far this year, but they will get base hits, a .313 team batting average. So far coming in an on-base percentage at .401 and their slugging percentage at .399. So there certainly will be a challenge here today for Kyle Gorman and the Earlham pitching staff. Leading things off, Luke Hickey. Hickey on the year, .482. 7 doubles, 2 triples, home run. He's driven in 15. He's only stolen 1 base. This is the team, again, that will not steal tons of bases. So they'll play base to base, try to put together a solid inning each time out. But Hickey's been playing well over the last several ball games, and especially in that series against Anderson. Hickey ended up with 8 base hits, and the first pitch in there for a strike, and we are underway. Cloudy skies this afternoon. We'll set the defense in a moment. That ball hit to the left side. Dopp diving, throwing to first, and got him in time on a close bang-bang play down at first base. Nice play again by the third baseman, Dopp, to get the out. And there's 1 away. That'll bring up Clayton Siders. Siders will step to the plate, hitting at .353. No home runs. He has driven in 7. Defensively for the Quakers this afternoon, Krumloff behind the plate, Elkis at first, Robertson at second. Laird is at short and Dopp at third. The pitch by Gorman is low for a ball. Barger in left, Lynch in center, Baker in right. Popped up to the right side, and that will go out of play. So the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike here in the top of inning number 1. Only with the cloudy skies here this afternoon. Temperatures in the lower 50s. Wind is blowing out of the left as Gorman's breaking pitch in there for a strike. And the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes to Siders. For the top of this order, Hickey .482, Siders .353, Prosser .333, and that pitch in there for a called strike, and that'll do it for Siders. 2 quick outs here in the top of the first inning, and that'll bring up Prosser. Good start now for the right-hander and Gorman. Here is Prosser, .333 on the year. No home runs. He has driven in 12. The 12 runs driven in 3rd on the team this year. Gorman with the high leg kick and the pitch. Ground ball toward the third baseman. Dopp off his glove. It'll go to Laird. Laird throws to first in time. Score that 5-6-3 on the putout. And that'll do it for Bluffton here in the top of the first inning. We head to the bottom half of inning number 1. Bluffton, nothing. Earlham coming to bat. This is Earlham Baseball, Radio Troy Digital Sports. It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770. We'd like you to know why public power is important to you. In small towns and cities across America, locally owned public power systems like ours represent local people working together to meet local needs. Our only purpose is to provide an essential service at the lowest possible cost. This makes a big difference in rates and service, and all the benefits we produce at home stay at home. Richmond Power and Light, your locally owned electric utility. Together, we make powerful partners. Quakers up against the left-hander Corey Johnson. This will be his 5th appearance, his 2nd start. He has a complete game this year. He has thrown 12 innings, giving up 12 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 11 strikeouts, and 2 walks. He is 1-0 on the year and an ERA of an even 3. Quakers at times have had troubles with left-handers. We'll see how they fare here today, as we'll see Barger, Lynch, and Laird do up for the Quakers here in the bottom of the first inning. Quakers hitting now .324 as a team. 8 home runs, 110 runs driven in. Their slugging percentage has now gone to .479. Their on-base percentage at .400. And in the stolen base department, they have now stolen 54 bases. Coming to this one here this afternoon. Barger, .278, 2 home runs. He has driven in 6. Johnson, the left-hander, set to throw in his first pitch, is on the way. Popped him up. The catcher giving it a look. That is Mouse in foul territory, and he will make the catch. And 1 pitch, 1 out for Johnson here in the bottom of the first inning. That'll bring up Nate Lynch. Lynch at .391. No home runs, 11 runs driven in. Lynch now with 19 stolen bases on the year.
Number 2, Nate Lynch.
Lynch, certainly a catalyst for the Quakers at the top of the order, the way he is able to play. Bunts that one foul down the third base side. Quakers have won 6 out of 7. They're now 5-1 here at home. And they took 2 out of 3 from Rose over the weekend. They moved that series up to Friday, Saturday instead of Saturday and Sunday. Quakers had 9 stolen bases in one of their games. As that pitch is low and outside, the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. 9 stolen bases in the one contest. Laird had 3. Lynch had a couple. This one is hit toward left field. That's a base hit. And making the big turn is Nate Lynch, and he'll stay at first base, and this is what the Quakers look for early. Get this guy on right here and let him go to work.
Number 17,
so here's Brennan Laird. Laird, .364 on the year home run. He has driven in 16. He has 10 stolen bases. Now Johnson has to be well aware of what's down at first base. Here's the pitch on the way. Ground ball to the right side. Diving the second baseman, Prosser. His only play will be at first base, and a nice play by Prosser to get the out. Lynch will advance on to second base, but that's a heck of a play by Prosser. And so 2 away, and here's Elkis.
With 2 outs, now batting the first baseman.
Boy, and Eric Elkis having quite a year, .392, 4 home runs. He has driven in 25. His slugging percentage now at .765. And Johnson ready to throw, and his pitch is in there for a strike. Elkis' on-base percentage now at .450. Has a chance to drive in the game's first run with Lynch down at second base. The stretch by Johnson. The pitch on the way is a breaking ball on the outside corner. Earlham crowd not liking that call. And now Elkis down to the count at 0-2. By the way, Mouse behind the plate. Fox at first. Prosser at second. Hickey at short. Lonachek is down at third with Solly, Siders, Arnett in the outfield. Ground ball left side. Third baseman Lonachek will double clutch and throw to first and get the out. And the Quakers get a man on. They get that man in scoring position, unable to get him across. And after 1, we had inning number 2, no score, and the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
Reminder, today's game brought to you in part by Square Donuts of Richmond. Whether it's a delicious breakfast, afternoon treat, or midnight snack, everyone loves the taste of Square Donuts of Richmond. Enjoy their huge cinnamon rolls or any of the other crowd favorites, including maple bacon, strawberry cheesecake, Oreo cream, pumpkin spice, and more. And, of course, grab those award-winning glazed donuts, voted the #1 donut in the entire state. Proud to be your favorite donut shop and home to the best donuts in town. The only squares around, Square Donuts of Richmond. Head to the second inning. It'll be Fox, Gregory, and Arnett now for the Beavers. Quick inning for the right-hander Gorman in inning number 1. He got the strike out of Siders, and, of course, that nice play, the ball that went off the glove of Dopp. Laird able to stay with it, get the out at first. Fox will step to the plate, 4.22 on the year, and the first pitch he sees pops up to the right side. Elkis will make the catch, and there is a quick out here to begin inning number 2. If you're the Quakers, you love this. 1 pitch, 1 out in the first inning. 1 pitch, 1 out here in inning number 2, and here's the designated hitter, Colin Gregory. Gregory, 383 on the year, no home runs. He has driven in 9. Speaking with Coach Sack before the game and talking about that offense he has behind Gorman, and no doubt about it, it should leave you somewhat more relaxed knowing these guys are going to score runs. Here's the wind and the 0-1 pitch on the way. This one is hit into left field. That's a base hit. Barger able to come over and cut that one off. He'll hold Gregory to a single. And so the Beavers have a man on here in the first inning. That'll bring up Arnett.
Coming up to bat, the right fielder, number 23, Jeff Arnett.
Arnett, 250 on the year, no home runs. He has driven in 1. Arnett has only played in 8 games so far this season for Bluffton. And for the first time today, we'll see the freshman Gorman work out of the stretch. His first pitch on the way is in there for a strike, and again jumps ahead of Arnett, 0-1. And it is not a mystery if you're going to win games in any level, whether it's high school, college, or Major League Baseball, you got to get ahead in the hitters, and that's what Gorman has done so far today. This one popped up to the right side, and that'll go out of play. So Arnett quickly down, no balls and 2 strikes. And once again here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium, 310 down the left field line. Again, the fence will tier probably 30-plus feet high in left field. It's 375 in the alleys, 390 in dead center, 325 down the right field line. Swing and a miss. And Arnett, number 2 strikeout of the afternoon now for Gorman. A nice pitch by Gorman as he went upstairs with a high heat. And now 2 away. And that'll bring up now Chase Lanacek.
The third baseman, number 32, Chase Lanacek.
Lanacek stepping in at 175, no home runs. He has driven in 5. And again, 2 away here in the second inning. The stretch by Gorman in the pitch is up high for a ball. Gorman, one of the many freshmen on this Earlham baseball team that has stepped in, making an early contribution. And Gorman hoping to get a nice win here today. This one will be jammed to the right side, and reaching up is Robertson to make the catch of the second baseman. And another easy inning for Gorman and the Quakers. We head to the bottom half of inning number 2 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. No score. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hey, Chuck, where you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for, like, the elite lifters or athletes only?
No. At FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto and business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf and I approve this message.
Hey, today's broadcast brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, just $3.50. With being Tuesday, it's the oven-roasted chicken, Wednesday, the turkey breast, and Thursday, the Italian BNT. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. Danny Dopp would have to be considered the freshman of the year so far in the HCAC, in his first pitch by Johnson in there for a strike. Dopp on the year, hitting at .460, no home runs. He has driven in 21. Johnson, a quick worker, and the next pitch on the way, took something off that one and is low and outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's your 1-1 pitch, just outside, 2-1. The 2-1 delivery on the way is hit foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Other than the pitchers that have made the early contribution for the Quakers, Isaiah Shake, Danny Dopp have stepped in, and what a job they have done. Here's the break-even pitch, and that rode in on his hands, and he'll strike him out. First strikeout for Johnson. There's 1 away, and that'll bring in Cody Krumloff.
With 1 out, now batting the catcher, number 5, Cody Krumloff.
Krumloff hitting at .321, a home run. He has driven in 14. Johnson gets the sign from Mouse, and the pitch on the way is up high for a ball. Anytime you can get Cody Krumloff above the 300 mark, of course, he's going to drive in runs. This one's popped up foul. But this guy's undoubtedly right now, I think you could probably put him in the category as the best defensive catcher in the HCAC. If he's not right up there as the best, he's got to be awful close. This one hit to the right side. That'll go out of play. And the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Johnson, a quick worker so far here this afternoon as the left-hander looks into Mouse and comes home with a pitch. And this one will be hit to right field. Coming over is Arnett. He'll make the catch. 2 quick outs here in the second inning. And that'll bring up Isaiah Shake. Isaiah, .333 on the year, no home runs. He has driven in 6.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 33, Isaiah Shake.
Shake out of Bloomington, Indiana, set to face Johnson for the first time and is fouled out of play, no balls and a strike. Quakers so far just 1 base hit. That was the single by Lynch in the first inning. Here's Johnson with the pitch on the way, hit down the right field line and foul. So Johnson gets in front of Shake at no balls and 2 strikes. No score here in inning number 2 as Johnson set to go to work, and the pitch on the way is hit foul. And we'll stay at 0-2. Johnson set to throw. Here's the 0-2 pitch and a breaking ball that stays low and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Hit foul once again. Good cut by Isaiah Shake. Quakers here at home averaging over 12 runs per game. And to talk about their productivity, you talk about the 12 runs, they're doing it on about 14 hits per game here at Randall R. Sadler. And that pitch low and inside. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Robertson on deck, hoping to get a chance to swing his bat here in the second inning. This one's hit down the right field line. Coming over will be Arnett, and he will make the catch, and that will do it for the Quakers here in the second inning. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, no score here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. This is Quaker Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com. There is one thing for sure in my life. I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, they have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond, or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com.
We're back once again here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium as we move on to the third. Quakers go down 1, 2, and 3 in the bottom half of inning number 2. Solly, Mouse, and Hickey all due up now for Bluffton. As we go 8, 9, and 1 in the Beaver order.
Leading off the top of the third inning for the Beavers, the left fielder, number 1, Dennis Solly.
Solly 167, no home runs and no runs driven in. So far, a good performance by both these starters, and the first pitch in there for a strike. We heard earlier the idea is to let this young man, the right-hander, as he misses outside, get him as deep into this ball game as they possibly can. They did use, speaking of Earlham, a lot in their bullpen in that series against Rose. That pitch on the inside corner for a strike, and it's quickly 1 and 2. Gorman into the wind, and the pitch on the way popped him up foul. And we'll stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bluffton, Franklin, Earlham, St. Joe, Mount St. Joe, all 2-1 in the HCAC. Swing and a miss and a good fastball by Gorman. And 1 away here in the third. Here's the number 9 hitter, the catcher, Reed Mouse. Mouse on the year, hitting .235, no home runs and no runs driven in. And we mentioned Bluffton, Franklin, Earlham, and Mount St. Joe all at 2-1, as this is a ground ball toward Laird. He'll take it off the high hop, and the throw to first in time, and 2 quick outs here in the third. And we'll head to the top of the order now, Luke Hickey. Hanover 2-2, Transylvania, they're 2-2, with Anderson, Defiance, Manchester, and Rose all at 1-2 on the season.
With 2 away, now batting number 5, Luke Hickey.
Manchester's playing at Defiance today. That is a double-header. Pitches inside for a ball. Also today, Hanover's at Franklin, Mount St. Joe at Transylvania. And again, Bluffton here at Earlham. Here's the wind and the 1-0 pitch. Ground ball left side, and that'll go foul. Talk about the series that Hickey had against Anderson. 8 base hits over the 3 games. Not only did he hit well, he was driving in runs. 4 RBI in game 2. Hits this one well into left field. That's going to fall in for at least 1. Hickey makes the big turn, and he'll head to second base. The throw on the way, not in time. And a 2-out double by Luke Hickey here in the third inning. So Hickey continues to swing the bat well for Bluffton, and that'll bring up Clayton Siders. Hickey went 2 for 5 in that first game, 3 for 6 in game 2. He had 4 RBI in the second game, and then in the final game in that series went 3 for 4. Siders struck out looking his only time up in the first inning. Second base hit by Bluffton, the stretch and the pitch, and it's way outside. Snap throw down to second base, not in time. 3 strikeouts now by the right-hander, Kyle Gorman. And now Bluffton trying to get on the board for the first time here this afternoon. Gorman gets the sign from Krumloff, checks the runner at second, and comes home with the pitch. And this one is going to be hit to right field, right at Baker. Baker there to make the catch, and that'll do it for the Beavers. They get a man on, but leave him in scoring position. We will head to the bottom half of inning number 3 in the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. No score. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety, along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Today's game brought to you in part by Jason Wise of Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. He has an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school group or nonprofit. If you list, buy, or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he'll donate 10% of what he makes on the transaction to the school group or nonprofit of your choice, and it will go in your name. Tell your friends, family, and colleagues to mention this offer when listing with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. Give him a call at 969-30-400. Robertson, Baker, Barger, as we go 8-9-1 here in the bottom of the third inning. And Johnson, the left-hander, set to throw. Robertson showing bunt, pulls back in time, and that pitch is inside, 1-0. Robertson, 212 on the year, no home runs. He has driven in 4. Low and inside, 2-0. Quakers with 1 base hit. That was the single by Lynch. That has been it so far off Johnson. The pitch, high and outside, 3-0. Kendall Baker on deck, and talked about it many times with Baker there, like having a leadoff hitter in the number 9 hole. That pitch in there for a strike. And we'll go 3-1 now in Robertson. Here's your 3-1 pitch, and there's strike 2. Nice pitch by Johnson. Johnson works quickly. Here's the payoff pitch on the way. This a fly ball, and that will go out of play down the right side. And we'll stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Johnson now with the side. Here's the payoff pitch once again. Ground ball to the right side. That'll get through. Fox started to dive for that one, pulled up at the last moment. So Robertson with a leadoff single here in the bottom of the third inning. Here's Kendall Baker.
At bat, the right fielder, number 1, Kendall Baker.
Now, if you're Lonachek, the third baseman, you know that you better come in on Baker. Baker has time and time again laid down a bunt on the third base side. And he'll take a peek down there. Lonachek pretty much maybe a step in front of the bag, and he shows bunt, goes to the third base side. The runner takes off, thrown down to second, not in time to get Robertson. Delayed steal by Robertson, and that'll bring out now James Grandy, the 14th year head coach now for Bluffton. He'd like an explanation on the stolen base by Robertson. Baker behind in the count, no balls and a strike, as he offered on the bunt attempt. And so now the Quakers have a runner in scoring position, and apparently Coach Grandy got an explanation of the safe call. The tag laid on by Hickey down at second base. And once again, Baker looking down at third. I wouldn't be surprised if he tried it again, as Lonachek now even with a bag. The stretch by Johnson, and the bunt laid down third base side, and that will stay fair. The catcher, Mouse, can't make the play, and Baker does it again. Well, Well, the scouting report would tell you take the bunt away from Baker because he is probably the best bunter on the team right now. And we said it twice, and Lonacek stayed back further that time. And so now the Quakers have runners at first and third, no outs. And here's Barger, and here is the head coach, Grandy, once again. I'm not sure what he'd be arguing about right here. That was a nice, clean bunt. There's no doubt about that bunt at all. And keep an eye on Baker down at first base. Kendall 6 out of 6 in stolen bases attempted so far this year. And Earlham threatening here in the bottom of the third inning. The pitch on the way by Johnson. This one is lifted into center field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. That'll score the game's first run as Siders unable to get to that one in Earlham. That's how quickly they can manufacture runs. And Earlham on top of this one, 1-0.
At that, the center fielder, number 2, Nate Lynch.
Here's Nate Lynch. Barger with that RBI now with 7 on the season. And don't be surprised if the Quakers would try something like a double steal right here. Lynch will step up. The pitch by Johnson. He'll show a bunt. The throw down to second base, not in time. The ball gets away from Hickey. It's short, but not enough for Baker to advance. 1-0 to Lynch. This is what you expect out of Earlham baseball under head coach Steve Sackasitz. Get those guys on, and boy, I tell you what, they can wreak some havoc. And Johnson feeling the pressure right here in the third. Earlham scored that run very quickly. Johnson checks the runner at second. The pitch on the way. Bunt laid down. Johnson coming off the mound. He's going to have to hurry. Not in time, and another infield base hit. Bases are loaded. 2 infield base hit bunts now by the Quakers, and that'll bring up Brandon Laird.
With bases loaded, now batting the shortstop, number 17, Brandon Laird.
Still no outs. And here's why Laird has 16 RBI, Elkis has 25, and Dopp has 21. Because these guys in front all managed to get on base. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's in there for a strike. The stretch by Johnson. The pitch on the way, and it's in the dirt. Good job by Mouse. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Earlham now with a run and 5 hits. Johnson having his way through the first, 2 now in trouble here in the third inning. Good cut by Laird, and he just missed that one. And the count now 1-2. Still no outs here in the third. There is a right-hander now throwing in the Bluffton bullpen. Johnson gets the sign once again from Mouse. Comes home with a pitch, and this one hit to right field. Base hit. That will score Baker. Heading to third is Barger. He'll hold up there as the Quakers play 90 feet at a time, and Earlham now leads this one 2-0.
Quaker fans, we need to hear you. Get up and get loud.
Brandon Laird with the RBI. That'll be number 17 on the season, and now a visit to the mound. Earlham now with 5 hits in the inning. And guess who's up? Eric Elkis. You have a left-handed pitcher, a right-handed power hitter. And Elkis, 25 runs driven in. 4 home runs by Elkis.
At that, the first
boy, how many times will you see a mistake made by a pitcher to this guy right here, and what a year he is having. Not just the power numbers, but his batting average now 392, and Earlham ready to open this thing up here in the bottom of the third inning. The stretch by Johnson. Here's the pitch on the way. Popped him up. Mouse giving it a look as you see him go to the screen, and that'll go out of play. Barger at third, Lynch at second, Laird at first base. 2 runs across. Boy, you don't want to make a mistake if you're Johnson right here. The stretch. Checking the runner at third. The pitch on the way, and another good cut by Elkis, and he's now down. No balls and 2 strikes. Earlham 2 runs across, trying to add right here as Elkis back in. Johnson with the pitch on the way, and it's in the dirt. Second time we've seen Mouse go low to stop a baseball from heading to the backstop, though there's not a whole lot of room between home plate and the backstop area. In fact, you can pretty much see it right there at the bottom of your screen to the left. Here's the stretch and the 1-2 pitch once again, low and inside, 2-2. Elkis, a senior, had a taste of that championship game last year in which they ended up losing to Rose. The pitch on the way, hit foul. Good cut again by Elkis. And we'll stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Boy, Johnson gets out of this inning just giving up 2 runs. He's going to be very grateful because this is the middle of this Earlham offense that can cause a lot of damage. The stretch, the pitch on the way, and Elkis, good eye that time, watches it low. And nowhere to put this big fella right here. So now you know, if you're Elkis, you're probably going to get something pretty good to hit. Johnson looks into Mouse, gets the sign, works into the stretch, the pitch on the way, and a good cut again by Elkis. We'll stay at 3-2. Well, if you're Johnson, now do you come with something like a breaking pitch? An off-speed pitch maybe to get Elkis off balance here. I doubt you're going to see a fastball at this point. Again, the payoff pitch on the way, and he came with a breaking ball on the outside, and Elkis will strike out. Good pitch that time by Johnson. And there's one away. And here's Danny
With
Dopp.
one out now batting, the third baseman, number 7, Danny Dopp.
Well, that's what you got to do against a power hitter like Elkis, is not give him anything to hit. It went to the outside corner of the plate. Mouse did a good job calling that pitch. Dopp 0 for 1. He struck at his first time up. Bases remain loaded, 1 out. Pitch on the way is a breaking ball in there for a strike. That's going to be the key right now for Johnson. Stay ahead of the hitters here in this inning after giving up the first 2 runs of the ball game. Johnson ready to go to work. The pitch popped him up to the right side. Arnett, the right fielder, toward the line, will make the catch. Barger will tag at third, but he'll stay right there, and a good decision. Johnson doing a nice job getting Elkis and Dopp for the first 2 outs of the inning.
Number 5, Cody Krumloff.
Here's Krumloff. You get the 2 RBI leaders on the team, Elkis 25, Dopp with 21. Now you go to work on Cody Krumloff. Cody flew out to right field his first time up. This would be huge again for Johnson just to give up 2 runs in this inning. The pitch on the way to Krumloff. That one's hit in the gap in left field. That's going to be a base hit and more. Barger will score. Lynch will score. Laird rounding third. They'll send him home. The relay will be stopped, and 3 runs across. And how about Cody Krumloff? Krumloff, the double driving in 3 in Earlham. Now leads this one 5-0. The veteran Krumloff coming up with a big base hit.
Isaiah Shake.
Boy, he hit the first pitch he saw as well. Here's Isaiah Shake. He's the 9th hitter to hit in the inning. Johnson, it was 1 pitch away from perhaps getting out of this one. This one hit high to left field. Solly going back on it will make the catch just shy of the warning track, and that'll do it for the Quakers here in the 3rd. But they come up big. 5 runs in the inning, and after 3 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Earlham 5 and Bluffton nothing. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank. A bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Well, for Kyle Gorman, he could not have asked for any better run support through that third inning, getting the 5 runs. As he will face Prosser, Fox, and Gregory now for Bluffton. Bluffton won the first 8 games of this series against Steve Sackasitz. Quakers have come back to win the last 5.
Number 9, Austin Prosser.
Prosser 0 for 1 as Gorman set to go to work here in the 4th inning. And the right-hander's first pitch in there for a strike. Gorman gets the sign now from Krumloff. Fly ball into right center field. Baker drifting over to his right will make the catch, 1 away. That'll bring up Blake Fox. Well, you get run support like this team can do, and talked about it a little bit in the pregame.
With one out now batting the first baseman,
you should
number
feel
22,
very confident
Blake
going
Fox.
in that you can make a mistake now and then and still be okay, and so far that has been the case now for Gorman. Pitch is low and outside, 1-0. Boy, but Cody Krumloff, the 3-run double. That's a check swing, and Krumloff coming out. He'll take control of that one, throw to first as Gorman got out of the way. That's a good call that time by Gorman. And 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Gorman had thoughts of going after that one, but I'll tell you what, you have Krumloff coming out quickly. He got a good jump from out behind the plate and got to that baseball quickly. Here's Gregory, a single in the 2nd inning as Gorman's pitch is on the way, caught the inside corner for a strike. Every once in a while you'll hear the grumbling of the Bluffton fans who have made the trip here to Richmond this afternoon. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and just outside. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch on the way is low, 2 balls and a strike now to Colin Gregory. Gregory DHing this afternoon for the Beavers. He is out of Fremont, Ohio, a sophomore. We'll maybe see him sometime down the road as a pitcher. Line drive. Robertson makes the stab, and that'll do it for Bluffton here in the 4th inning. They go down 1-2-3. We head to the bottom half of inning number 4 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Earlham on top of this one, 5-0.
Earned, not given. There's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some friends and come play live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else can you find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
New pitcher now for Bluffton as they will head to their bullpen for the first time.
The fourth for your Quakers, the second baseman,
They'll
number
be going
31,
with a right-hander.
Robertson.
As we will see Jack Bondi making his fifth appearance. He's only thrown 4 innings. And the first pitch to Robertson is low and outside for a ball. Bondi 7 hits, 5 runs, an earned run, 10 strikeouts and 3 walks. Pitch is low, 2-0, and now the catcher Mouse out to talk to Bondi. Robertson, Baker, and Barger. Here's where things got started for the Quakers in that third inning in which they produced 5 runs. Bondi is 1-0 on the year, an ERA of 2.25. And the right-hander set to throw the 2-0 pitch. Low and inside, 3-0. It will be interesting to see when Baker comes to the plate where the third baseman Lonacek will play, and we're going to get a chance right here. Leadoff walk to Robertson. Kendall Baker got that bunt single, and he's looking down at third, and Lonacek hasn't made a move yet. He'll come a couple of steps
the first
in.
Baseman, number 1, Kendall Baker.
Shortstop Hickey over to say something to Bondi. He's still not far enough in. A guarantee if Baker looks down there and sees where Lonacek is standing, he'll try it again. Bondi looks at the runner at first. Here's the stretch. And a throw to first base. That was more to see perhaps what Baker was going to do at the plate. Was he going to try to lay down a bunt once again? Robertson 1 of 2 in the stolen base department. The pitch on the way, and he will bunt it this time right back to the pitcher, Bondi. The throw to first. They'll get him. But Robertson on to second base. And there's one away, and the Quakers have a runner in scoring position as we go to the top of the order, and Matt Barger.
Now batting the left fielder, number 20, Matt Barger.
Barger singled and scored one of those 5 runs in the third. So Bondi here in the 4th inning. The right-hander's pitch is low and outside for a ball. Barger 1 for 2. Bondi gets the sign, the pitch on the way, and misses badly outside. Backhanded that time by Mouse. And it's 2-0 now to Barger. There is another right-hander throwing in the Bluffton bullpen.
Have some fun right here, kid. Get loose.
The stretch and the pitch. Low and outside, 3-0. When you're about ready to get back to the middle of that order. 5 runs, 7 hits for the Quakers. No runs, 2 hits so far for Bluffton. The pitch on the way, and that is going to be low for ball 4. So now runners at first and second, and another visit to the mound. This time it'll be James Grandy. And they're going to go right to the bullpen. They're wasting no time here in this 4th inning. We will have another pitching change here for the Beavers. We'll tell you about that pitcher coming up in just a moment. Stay right there. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
We'd like you to know why public power is important to you. In small towns and cities across America, locally owned public power systems like ours represent local people working together to meet local needs. Our only purpose is to provide an essential service at the lowest possible cost. This makes a big difference in rates and service, and all the benefits we produce at home stay at home. Richmond Power and Light, your locally owned electric utility. Together, we make powerful partners. Hi, this is Troy Arangowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond.
Hey Chuck, where you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for like the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
Nate Lynch will stride to the plate. Brantley Kernett.
At bat, the center fielder, number 2,
thirds innings,
Nate
17
Lynch.
hits, 13 runs, 9 of those earned, 13 strikeouts, 5 walks. And the right-hander with a 1-0 record with an ERA of 5.17. Quakers have runners at first and second. The music is playing. There you go. So now Lynch will reset once again. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's low and inside for a ball. This Bluffton pitching staff looked pretty good through 2, and all of a sudden things falling apart. The pitch. Grounded toward the third baseman. Lonacek will step on the bag, throw to first, and got the out there. The double play, 5 unassisted to 3, and that'll do it for the Quakers here in the 4th inning. We will head to the 5th on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Earlham 5 and Bluffton nothing. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Injured athletes can be evaluated at Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond. Request a same-day or next-day appointment to be evaluated by medical professionals who specialize in strains, sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, concussions, and other sports-related orthopedic issues. Call 935-8905. That's 935-8905. Or request an appointment online at reedortho.org. Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond.
Hey, this is Steve, and out of Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
We will head to the top of the 5th inning. Quakers on top of this one, 5-0. By the way, every once in a while you see that flashing on your screen. We're still trying to figure out where that is coming from. We also see it here on the scoreboard at Randall R. Sadler Stadium, so we're not sure where that glitch is coming from. Arnett struck out back in the 2nd inning. Believe me, it's as perhaps frustrating for you as it is for us, as Gorman's first pitch right down the middle for a strike.
Leading off the top of the 5th, number 23, Jeff Arnett.
Arnett, Lonacek, and Solly. The pitch. Boy, another nice pitch, and Gorman on top of his game now through 4. Jumps quickly ahead in the count to Arnett. The 0-2 pitch on the way, and got him looking. 3 pitches, and see you later, Arnett. Boy, that was almost like stealing from a baby, how easy that one was against Arnett. Here's Lonacek,
With one
0
out,
for
now
1.
batting the third baseman, number 36, Chase Lonacek.
4 1/3 innings, just 2 base hits so far for Bluffton. The pitch, and that's all you got to do. I mean, bottom line is don't make it too hard, and Steve Sakositz will talk about that. Challenge the hitters, try to get that first strike. But don't try to dance around these guys as Krumloff sets up on the outside corner, and Gorman just threw it right there. Playing catch here in the 5th inning. 0-2 now to Lonacek. The 0-2 pitch. 1-2. Not a bad waste pitch that time. Lonacek 0 for 1. He flew out back in the 2nd inning. The 1-2 pitch is hit back up the middle, and Robertson will make the catch, and there's 2 outs. Here's Dennis Solly. Solly struck out in the 3rd.
Batting the left fielder, number 1, Dennis Solly.
4 strikeouts so far. For the right-hander, Gorman, swing and a miss. Here's the 0-1. It's outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. After today, the Quakers back in action against Franklin Friday and Saturday. It's a single-game Friday doubleheader on Saturday. Here's your 1-1 pitch outside, 2 balls and a strike. And then they'll bring Bluffton back in April the 4th before they head on the road for the next 12. Here's your 2-1 delivery on the way. It's low, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch on the way, grounded toward the shortstop, Laird. They throw to first in time, and a 1-2-3 inning for Gorman and the Quakers. We will head to the bottom half of inning number 5 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers on top of this one, 5-0.
We'd like you to know why public power is important to you. In small towns and cities across America, locally owned public power systems like ours represent local people working together to meet local needs. Our only purpose is to provide an essential service at the lowest possible cost. This makes a big difference in rates and service, and all the benefits we produce at home stay at home. Richmond Power and Light, your locally owned electric utility. Together, we make powerful partners.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
Quakers will try and add to their 5-0 lead as we move to the bottom half of inning number 5. Laird, Elkis, and Dobb, as Earlham will go 3, 4, and 5 in their order. Back in once again, Brantley Cronett out of Hilliard, Ohio, right-handed pitcher, just a sophomore.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th for your Earlham Quakers, the shortstop, number 17, Brennan Laird.
3 pitchers used now by the Beavers. Johnson went 2 and then got roughed up in the 3rd. We saw Bondi last just a hitter or 2 before he ended up walking Matt Barger, and that's all that James Grandy could take out of that one, as that pitch is low and outside. Brennan Laird grounded out in the 1st, single, scored a run, drove in a run. In that 3rd inning, that pitch is outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Cronett gets the sign, the pitch on the way, low and outside, 3-0. Quakers would love to get this guy on as well, and they will do so, because there's no doubt that if there's a guy who loves to run, it's Brennan Laird. Here's Elkis.
At bat number 19, Eric Elkins.
Elkins 0 for 2, struck out in the third inning. As Cornett will face Elkins for the first time. Big lead at first base, and Cornett turns. Elkins, or take that back, Laird. I think he bluffed that time like he was going to take off, and he jumps around a lot down at first base. That pitch in there for a strike. Brandon Laird, 10 of 12 in the stolen base department. Held on by Fox down at first. Burnett once again, as the runner takes off, the pitch out is there, the throw down to second, and not in time, and a stolen base again by Brandon Laird. 1-1 now to Elkins. And the Quakers now with a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the fifth inning. The pitch on the way, hit foul. Good cut again by Elkins, and the count goes to 1-2. Earlham 7 hits, most of those coming in that third. The pitch on the way, and Elkins will tap that one foul in front of the plate. And will stay at 1 ball, 2 strikes. We mentioned already that Franklin, who will be in here Friday and Saturday, they're taking on Hanover. The stretch and the pitch on the way got him looking. So Elkins has struck out for the second time, and that'll bring up Danny Dopp. Pretty good pitch that time by Cornett.
With one out, now batting number 7, Danny Dopp.
Well, if you can keep Dopp and Elkins relatively quiet at the plate, give yourself a chance to win. And the other guys, though, have stepped up as Dopp swings and misses. The highlight of this one, the double by Krumloff in the third inning, part of that 5-run third. As Cornett again will look at the runner back at second. Hickey sneaking over. Here's the pitch on the way, grounded to the right side. Fox will take it himself. He'll step on the bag as Laird advances on to third, and there's 2 away now for Krumloff.
At that, the catcher, number 5, Cody Krumloff.
Krumloff doubling in the third, 1 for 2. He's driven in 3. Cornett, first look here at Krumloff, and the fastball in there for a strike. The stretch by the right-hander, the pitch on the way, grounded back up the middle under the glove of Cornett, charging Lonacek. Throw to first and off the glove of Fox, and that'll score a run. The ball will stay in play, and the Quakers will get a run here in the fifth inning. That'll be an error on the first baseman, Fox. So the Quakers get a run. Here's Isaiah Shake.
At that, the designated hitter, number 33, Isaiah Shake.
So now the Quakers will bring Shake to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Boy, a ball that probably should have been caught by Fox down at first base would have made the final out of the inning. As Cornett works into the stretch, here's the pitch on the way, grounded to the right side. Fox off his glove. He'll stay with it, step on the bag, and that'll do it for Earlham here in the fifth inning. But they do pick up a run. We will head to inning number 6. And on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Earlham on top of this one, 6-0.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
Back once again here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium, where the Quakers lead this one 6-0. Gorman back in so far. No one throwing in that Earlham bullpen, so they like his work so far through 5, and we'll see Mouse, Hickey, and Siders all due up. Well, you look at the work done so far by Gorman the last 2 innings. It's been 1, 2, and 3 through the 4th and 5th. The last base hit was the Hickey double in the 3rd inning. And that has been it for the Beavers. So Gorman sent to throw once again, and the pitch on the way is hit foul. We could go back and look at how many hitters he has gotten ahead of. He had a 1-2-3 inning in the first. Did give up a base hit in the second, but still had a relatively easy inning. Same in the third. So he's not throwing a whole lot of pitches. That one's outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Just 2 base hits, the Hickey double and the Gregory single. Pitch is outside, 2-1. Sack said earlier in the pregame, want to try to save that bullpen. If they have to go very late in this game if it's possible. The 2-1 pitch on the way comes inside, 3-1. And the other key so far, no walks. 3 balls and a strike. Now to Mouse, the number 9 hitter. And that's in there for a strike. Gorman ready to throw on the next pitch. Line to the right side. That's going to get through. Addison unable to get to that one, and so an opposite field base hit for Mouse. And the Beavers have a man on here in the 6th inning, and here's Hickey. Hickey 1 for 2, a double in the 3rd.
Number 5, Luke Hickey.
Hickey coming into this one having so far a banner year at .482. 15 runs driven in, 2nd on the team, and the pitch by Gorman is in there for a strike. Now Gorman, he's working at a pretty good pace. Grounded back to Gorman under his glove. Here's Laird at second. The throw to first. Now, did they get the out at second? Let's wait and see. I don't think he touched the bag at second. Now, Laird says that he did, and then they finally signal it's a double play. I didn't see him step on the bag, but the umpire said he did. And so 2 away on the double play, and that'll bring, once again, Grandy out. And he's going to go out and get an explanation from the field umpires. I thought he slid right on by. Now, looking at Laird, he says he touched it with his toe. So that is a unassisted out at second base for out number 1, and then they'll get Hickey down at first. So a 6 unassisted, 3 double play. But it didn't appear that, at least from my vantage point, I'm a long way away from second base, it just seemed like he went behind the bag. As now the head coach, James Grandy, for about the third or fourth time, has been out to discuss a play that has not gone the Beavers' way. And that discussion will continue beyond first base, and that'll give a chance now for Krumloff to go out and talk with Gorman. The thing you hate about this, Gorman throwing in such a good rhythm right now that you hate to see that broken up right here because of the argument, or at least discussion, by Grandy. Now, I don't think it's going to really do a whole lot of good to go to the home plate umpire and ask him for help. That is definitely not his call. But in Division III, they only work with 2 umpires. And there is no way, if I didn't see it, that the home plate umpire is going to see it. Now, I'm a little bit higher up in the press box than the home plate umpire is. That would have been behind second base and had to look that far. You're talking about from home plate down behind second base. There's no way he would have seen that. So here's Siders as the call will stand. So now 2 away here in the 6th inning, and Gorman's pitch is low and outside. Siders 0 for 2. As Gorman with a late kick and the pitch grounded to the left side. Here's Dopp. He'll scoop and throw, and an easy inning once again. 1, 2, 3 after the base hit, and then the double play gets the Quakers out of the inning. We'll head to the bottom half of inning number 6. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Quakers on top of this one, 6-0.
Hi, this is Troy Arangowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti, or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond. It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770.
Robertson, Baker, and Barger due up here in the bottom half of inning number 6. And Kernett set to throw, and the first pitch to Robertson in there for a strike. Robertson singled and scored in the 3rd. He also picked up a stolen base. That pitch on the outside corner for strike 2. Walked in the 4th. He was a part of that big 5-run 3rd inning. Here's the wind and the 0-2 pitch on the way. Struck him out. 3 pitches and an out here in the 6th inning. That'll bring up Baker.
At bat, the right fielder, number 1, Kendall Baker.
Keep an eye on Lana check down at 3rd. Let's see what Baker will do here. He bunted his way on the 3rd, tried it again in the 4th. Here's the pitch, and this time he'll swing and miss. Get a chance, we'll try to check some of the other scores in the conference here in a couple of moments. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's inside. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Kernett working quickly. This is going to be tapped once again. Kernett coming off the mound. And the throw to first in time, 2 away. That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Matt Barger.
With 2 outs now batting, the left fielder, number 20, Matt Barger.
Barger 1 for 2, a run scored back in the 3rd inning. And now Kernett ready to throw, and the breaking pitch low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Kernett wasting no time as well. Rides inside with a pitch, and he will hit Barger. So Matt will take one for the team here in the 6th inning. So Barger will trot on down to first base. That'll bring up Nate Lynch. Let's see if the Quakers can get something going again right here.
The center fielder, number 2, Nate Lynch.
Coming in, Barger 8 for 8 in the stolen base department. It'd be a good time maybe to send him with Lynch, a good contact hitter at the plate. The stretch again by Kernett. They'll throw to first, not in time. We look at Barger 8 of 8, Lynch 19 of 23, and then Brandon Laird 10 of 12 coming in. That's a lot of stolen bases at the top of the order. This one will be lined to the left side. Diving will be Hickey, the shortstop, to make the catch as he perhaps robbed Nate Lynch of a base hit here in the 6th inning. We will head to inning number 7 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Earlham on top of this one, 6-0.
Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com.
A reminder, today's broadcast brought to you in part by Harrington Hoke Insurance. At Harrington Hoke, they spend every day working to make our community better, safer, and more enjoyable because their focus is on insurance, and that's it. They're on top of industry changes and are a one-stop shop for all your insurance needs, whether it's business, personal, life, or health. That's why when it comes to protecting you and what's important to you, Harrington Hoke insures it. Give them a call at 962-9502 or go to their website, harringtonhoke.com. And Quakers on top 6-0 as we head now to the 7th. Prosser, Fox, and Gregory all due up. 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Earlham. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error so far for Bluffton.
Top of the 7th inning for Bluffton, number 9, Austin Prosser.
Prosser 0 for 2. Gorman has had quite a ball game so far here tonight, giving up again just 3 hits. And the right-hander set to throw once again, and the pitch in there for a strike. And that has been his mantra so far, is getting ahead of the hitters. The 0-1 pitch on the way is a breaking ball low and outside. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Now, the other thing is he has not walked a hitter here tonight. The 1-1 pitch, grounded back up the middle. Laird behind the bag, throw to first in time, 1 away. So with 1 out, that'll bring up now Blake Fox. Fox 0 for 2.
Number 22, Blake Fox.
What is equally impressive about the pitching performance of Gorman tonight, this is a Bluffton team that came in hitting at .313, and they hit the ball well against Anderson. We talked about that earlier in the pregame, as that pitch low and outside, especially when you think about what Hickey did at the top of the order. Ground ball again, slow roller. This time Laird will scoop and throw, and an easy throw, 2 away. So 2 quick outs here in the 7th. That'll bring up Gregory.
With 2 outs now batting, the DH, number 20, Colin Gregory.
Those numbers against Anderson, again, were pretty impressive. We talked about Hickey earlier. Gregory, a single back in the 2nd. He lined out in the 4th, and the first pitch is up high, 1 ball, no strikes. Siders had a good series. Prosser had a pretty good series. Fox had an excellent series as well. Swing and a miss. And a 1 ball, 1 strike count now to Gregory. The only time, in fact, Hickey even went 3 for 4 in that 3-1 win in the final game. This one is hit to center field. Very rare fly ball. Lynch coming over. He'll make the catch. That'll do it once again for the Beavers here in the 7th. We will head to the bottom half of inning number 7 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers lead this one 6-0.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994.
Injured athletes can be evaluated at Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond. Request a same-day or next-day appointment to be evaluated by medical professionals who specialize in strains, sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, concussions, and other sports-related orthopedic issues. Call 935-8905. That's 935-8905. Or request an appointment online at reedortho.org. Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond.
New pitcher once again for Bluffton as they will now go with a left-hander. As we will see Taylor Gambrell. Gambrell making his 8th appearance, 9 innings, giving up 14 hits, 10 runs, 7 earned, 8 strikeouts, and 4 walks. He is 1-0 on the year with an ERA of 7. Brandon Laird will lead things off, and he'll swing at the first pitch and hit it foul. No balls and a strike now to Laird. This is now the 4th pitcher used by Bluffton, and time is called. Brandon grounded out back in the first, singled and scored in the third, walked, stole a base, scored in the 5th inning as that pitch low and inside. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Gambrell's next pitch on the way. Fly ball to the right side and out of play. Earlham looking for their 8th win of the year. More importantly, they would move to 3-1 in conference play. The stretch by Gambrell on the pitch, and off the end of the bat, foul. And we'll stay at 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. The stretch by Gambrell and the pitch on the way, grounded toward the third baseman. That will be a foul ball. Lanichek got to it quickly down at third, but that one just foul. We'll stay at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Laird taking his time coming back as now he is set to go. And one final earlier today, Manchester beat Defiance by a final of 5-1. Get you updated on the other scores available. The pitch on the way is outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Eric Elkis on deck. He's 0 for 3 today with a couple of strikeouts. The pitch comes inside, got him looking. Nice pitch by Gambrell. There's one away. Elkis again 0 for 3 will step to the plate. So again, Manchester with that win. They're now 2-2 in the conference. Defiance falling to 1-3. Top of the fifth inning, Franklin leading Hanover 9-3. Also in the top of the fifth inning, Transylvania leading Mount St. Joe 6-1. This one hit well but foul. Right now it looks like Franklin and Transylvania well on their way towards winning here today. Elka's behind, no balls and a strike, the stretch and the pitch. That's low and inside. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Looks like Gorman will come back for inning number 8. Here's your 1-1 pitch, grounded to the left side. Third baseman Lanacek will throw to first, 2 away. Here's Danny Dobb. Well, if you're Bluffton, you have to feel good about what they've done, at least in the middle of the order. They got Laird
Danny Dobb
the last time up, but you look at Elkis, he's 0 for 4. Dopp is 0 for 3. Those two guys lead the Quakers in RBI, and they've been held in check here today. The pitch on the way is outside for a ball. But we've always talked about this Earlham baseball team. Cody Krumloff again coming up with that big 3-run double. Grounded back up the middle, diving the second baseman Prosser. He can't come up with it, so a 2-out single. For Dopp, he'll get his first base hit of the day. The Quakers have a man on here in the 7th, and here's Krumloff.
Stepping up to the plate, the catcher, number 5, Cody Krumloff.
So Cody will step to the plate, 1 for 3 today, but again, that double back in the 3rd inning, the highlight of that one, in which the Quakers scored 5 runs. Gambrell into the stretch. The lefty checks the runner at first, comes home with a pitch. This one hit to right field. Arnett back a few steps will make the catch. And the Quakers get a man on, and they'll leave a man on here in the 7th inning. As Earlham failed to score, we'll head to the 8th on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Earlham on top of this one, 6-0.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank. A bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all hand-picked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at Tony'sCarsales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars.
Into the 8th inning, it'll be Arnett, Lanacek, and Solly all due up. And now Bluffton down to their final 6 outs. Arnett so far, he's had a rough afternoon, 0 for 2. He has struck out twice.
Number 23, Jeff Arnett.
Caught looking back in the 5th inning. Well, the Beavers have not mastered the right-hander so far here today, and Kyle Gorman, the right-hander, set to throw and a swing and a miss. Boy, what a lift it would be. You talk about a freshman in Gorman. Another off-speed pitch, and Arnett way out in front. And we talk also about the job that Jordan Christian has done, another freshman on this pitching staff. The 0-2 pitch lay way outside 1-2, but Jordan has picked up a couple of wins this year. That's been a huge lift, including one of those wins at Rose. The wind of the 1-2 pitch on the way got him looking. Arnett strikes out for the 2nd time. Looking this afternoon, his 3rd strikeout overall. And with 1 away, here is Lanacek.
With 1 out now, batting number 36.
He's 0 for 2 today. And Gorman set to throw once again, hit foul. Earlham does have a right-hander in their bullpen getting ready just in case, at least getting warmed up at the moment. But I would imagine Gorman, they may try to get him the complete game. Gorman able to knock that one right down as it comes back to the mound, throw to first in time, and there's 2 away. And that'll bring up now Dennis Solly. So 2 away here in the 8th inning.
With 2 away, now batting number 1, Dennis Sully.
Well, the outfield hasn't had a whole lot of work tonight. You look back over our score sheet, you had a couple of fly balls in the infield back in the 2nd inning. That's hit foul. And a fly ball in the 4th. We've had only 2 fly balls in the outfield against Gorman here tonight. Here's the wind and the 0-1 pitch outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Solly is 0 for 2, including a strikeout back in the 3rd. Here's your 1-1 pitch on the way in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. You look back at all the batters he has faced. No walks, as we mentioned. He went 3-1 against Solly back in the 5th inning and struck him out right here. And Gorman has everything going his ways. We will head to the bottom half of inning number 8 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers on top of this one, 6-0.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
At Richmond Power & Light, we're committed to Richmond. We've been a part of this community for over 114 years. We're not part of some big energy conglomerate, and we don't answer to out-of-town stockholders. Instead, we are accountable to you. And just like you, we want what's best for our hometown. That means you can count on us to provide reliable electricity at low rates. We are Richmond Power & Light, your hometown electric utility, building Richmond a better tomorrow.
Back once again here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium as we'll have a new pitcher. We'll tell you about the new pitcher for Bluffton in a moment. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Square Donuts of Richmond. Whether it's a delicious breakfast, afternoon treat, or midnight snack, everyone loves the taste of Square Donuts of Richmond. Enjoy their huge cinnamon rolls or any of the other crowd favorites, including maple bacon, strawberry cheesecake, Oreo cream, pumpkin spice, and more. And, of course, grab those award-winning glazed donuts, voted the #1 donut in the entire state. Proud to be your favorite donut shop and home to the best donuts in town and the only squares around, Square Donuts of Richmond. Now the new pitcher for Bluffton will be Dyson Bowman. Bowman is a senior and the third left-hander we will see today for Bluffton. Bowman has made just so far, in fact, take that back, this will be his 5th appearance as that pitch is low and inside. 5 appearances. He has started 3-17 in the 3rd innings, giving up 17 hits. That pitch low and inside, 2-0. Isaiah Shake, the hitter for the Quakers. Bowman with 9 runs all earned, 28 strikeouts and 5 walks. And he falls behind now, 3 balls and no strikes. 1-1 on the year. Bowman at 4.67, and that pitch in there for strike 1. Shake back in. The pitch by Bowman on the way, hit foul. Three and two as Bowman got that first game win against Anderson. He went 7 innings, giving up 7 hits, 8 strikeouts. They beat Anderson 16-5 in that first one. This one hit to right field. And Isaiah Shake gets a base hit, his first single of the afternoon. Quakers have a man on here in the 8th inning. And here's Robertson.
Stepping up to the plate, the second baseman, number 31, Addison Robertson.
Robertson 1 for 2 on the day, a run scored. That came back in that 5-run third inning. Earlham now with 9 hits. The stretch by Bowman, and the pitch on the way hit foul. Quakers would love to add one more here late in this one, add to that 6-0 lead. Pitches inside. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Throw to first, not in time, as Isaiah Shake down at first base. Shake on the year, 4 for 4 in the stolen base department. That pitch low and inside, 2-1. We talked about many games we've done here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. Even though you're ahead 6-0, and as well as Gorman is throwing, I don't think 6 is enough when you know the ballpark we play in. A lot of runs can be scored here. There's a swing and a miss. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Check here in a moment. The Quakers pitching staff, they only, I think, have 1 complete game so far. Swing and a miss, and Robertson will strike out here in the 8th. And there's 1 away, and here's Kendall Baker. Good pitch that time by Bowman.
Kendall Baker.
Yeah, Quakers have, that's the Howie Smith complete game. That's the only one they've had thus far. As Bowman set to throw, and the pitch in there for a strike. Baker down 0-1 here in the 8th inning, and he'll keep an eye on line of check down at third. He got a base hit back in the 3rd inning. He's 0 for 2 since then. The stretch again by Bowman, and the throw to first. This is now the, 5th pitcher used by Bluffton. They started with Johnson, went through the first 2 innings, did well, and there's a swing and a miss, and looked like it might be the left-hander's afternoon, but then things fell apart in that 3rd inning. Started with Robertson and Baker, and then went Barger, Lynch, and Laird. They just kept things going, and then the 3-run double by Krumloff. Swing and a miss. And Baker strikes out. There's 2 away. Here's Matt Barger.
With 2 outs, now batting number 20, Matt Barger.
Matt's been on 3 times. Singled back in the 3rd, walked in the 4th, hit by pitch in the 6th inning. So officially 1 for 2 of the runs scored. The pitch on the way is hit foul. I mentioned this game started at 4:14. This would be the quickest game we have had so far this year. Time is called by Barger. We've had some 3-hour and 40-minute ball games here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium this year. This one could get over pretty quick as that pitch low and outside. And the count is even at 1 ball into 1 strike. Looking to the 9th, we'll go 9-1-2 for Bluffton. The stretch by Bowman. And the pitch on the way is high for a ball, 2-1. Bowman will check the runner at first, comes home with a pitch, and it's popped up to the right side, and that'll go out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Barger. Quakers get a couple of stolen bases here today, not as many as they generally would like to put on the board, but got some key hits, and of course, what can you say about Kyle Gorman and the way he has thrown today? The stretch and the break-even pitch on the way, hit to right field. That's a base hit. So Barger with his second base hit. And now the Quakers have runners at first and second, and here's Nate Lynch.
Coming up to the plate, number 2, Nate Lynch.
Nate singled in the first, singled in the third, scored a run, grounded out in the fourth, and then lined out in the sixth inning. Now Bowman works into the stretch with runners at first and second, and the pitch is outside. Mouse tried to frame that one on the outside corner, but not even close. Earlham trying to add to that. 6 runs. They picked up 5 of those in the third. The stretch again by Bowman, and he'll throw back to second, and Prosser goes off his glove and nearly got away, and Isaiah Shake thought about going to third, but he'll stay at second base. Dangerous play that time by Bowman. Again, from a pitching standpoint, you've got to be thinking more about Nate Lynch than you do the runner down at second. The stretch and the delivery on the way caught the outside corner. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Shake at second, Barger at first. 2 away here in the bottom half of the 8th. The stretch and the pitch. And that one caught the outside corner. Count of 1-2, and Lynch, sure a few of the Earlham players thought that pitch was a little bit outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bowman again will work set. Checks the runner at second. The pitch on the way, grounded to the right side. This could be trouble. Diving is Prosser, able to knock it down, rounding third, heading toward the plate, not in time, and Shake will score from second. And Earlham on top of this one, now 7-0.
It's the 9th inning. It's a winning time.
So Lynch will get credit for a base hit.
Now batting, number 17.
And that'll bring up now Brennan Laird. Still runners at first and second. Laird has hit his credit back in that third inning. And the pitch on the way is in there for a strike. Brennan has scored twice, also has a stolen base here this afternoon as Bowman again into the stretch. And the pitch on the way right at the feet of Laird. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. It looks like right now Bowman will finish this one out no matter what. There is no one throwing in the Bluffton bullpen, but you've already used 5 pitchers here today. Here's the 1-1 pitch, popped him up foul. And the count 1-2 now to Laird. Quakers will have a couple of days before their Friday matchup against Franklin. Doubleheader scheduled for Saturday, all 3 games right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. That's another one hit foul. Good cut that time by Laird. Quakers now with 11 base hits. A little bit short of their average here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. As we mentioned, they average around 14 hits per game. Here at home and 12 runs. The pitch on the way is low and outside, 2-2. Brandon struck out looking his last time up. Barger at second, Lynch at first. Plenty of speed out on the base paths right now. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way. Hit down the line and foul. We'll stay at 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Again, 2 away. The pitch on the way, and it's low and inside. Runners will take off in a double steal here in the 8th inning. And the count now 3-2 to Laird. And now we'll see Bowman work from the windup. Here's the payoff pitch on the way. Popped him up to the right side. Fox also overs Prosser, and that will fall into the bullpen. And that will give Laird another chance here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Well, Earlham continuing to put pressure here in the 8th inning, knowing you have a 7-run lead, but way too many times we have seen other teams or the Quakers themselves come back. Payoff pitch on the way again, walked him. Bases loaded for Elkis. And we will have a visit now to the mound. A reminder, tonight's game brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors. Just $3.50. Tonight, the oven-roasted chicken. Wednesday, the turkey breast. And Thursday, the Italian BMT. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh.
At that, the first baseman, number 19.
Elkis 0 for 4. Bowman working from the windup, and the first pitch in there is for a strike. Good fastball that time to Elkis. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, quickly 0-2. Bowman apparently wasting no time right here against Elkis. He's going to get the baseball and throw. And the 0-2 pitch on the way, and he just threw it by him, overpowering Elkis. And the Quakers will leave the bases loaded in the 8th, but they do pick up a run. We will head to the 9th. We'll see if Gorman can finish this one out for the Quakers and pick up a big win here tonight on your Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Earlham 7, Bluffton nothing.
Hey Chuck, where are you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for, like, the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
When it comes to coverage of high school, college, and professional sports in Richmond and Wayne County, Radio Troy Digital Sports is a game changer. Hi, this is Troy Darengowski. We are now your one-stop website for the best sports coverage in the area. From the Red Devils to the Colts and the Hoosiers, we have you covered. Check out the daily sports page, player and coach interviews, play-by-play of high school and college athletics, and much, much more. Check it out every day on RadioTroy.com. We will head to the top of the 9th inning, and the Quakers looking to wrap this one up here tonight as Gorman back out for another inning of work. And it looks like Bluffton will head to their bench as Ryan Golden will pinch hit here in the 9th. Golden hitting in the number 9 spot.
Pitch hitting number 29, Ryan Golden.
So Golden will step up, left-handed hitter. Hickey and Siders would be next as we go 9-1-2, and the first pitch by Gorman is swung on and hit foul. Golden hitting a .282 on the year. No home runs. He has driven in 14, and he's quickly behind a no balls and 2 strikes. Gorman gets the sign. Here's the pitch on the way, and just outside 1-2. This would be one of the better performances of the year by this Earlham pitching staff as Gorman will get Golden to fly out to center field, and there's one away here in the 9th. That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Luke Hickey.
With one out at bat number 5, Luke Hickey.
Hickey's 1 for 3 today. Did double back in the 3rd. Gorman now 2 outs away from a complete game victory. Center fielder Lynch will shade toward left field as Gorman's first pitch on the way is low and outside for a ball. The late kick and the pitch on the way. It's low, 2-0. Kyle Gorman looking for his first collegiate win here tonight. Here's the 2-0 pitch. It's inside, 3-0. Right-hander throwing for Earlham. Gorman gets the sign. Here's the pitch, and right down the middle for a strike, 3-1. Bluffton again, only 3 base hits here today as Kyle Gorman doing his job, and this one hit high and foul. And this right now would be your most dangerous hitter in this Bluffton lineup after the 3-game series against Anderson. 3-2 now to Hickey. The payoff pitch on the way, and he hits him. Trying to come inside, and Hickey will take that one for the team, and he'll head on down to first. That's the first hit batter of the day for Gorman. And that'll bring up Siders. Siders 0 for 3, including a strikeout back in the first inning. So now the Beavers have a man on here in inning number 9. As Gorman into the stretch and the pitch, fly ball center field. Coming on will be Lynch, a couple of steps up and 2 away. And now the Beavers down to their final out. Here's Prosser. Prosser 0 for 3.
With 2 away, now batting number 9, Austin Prosser.
One more here for Kyle Gorman, another freshman who is about ready to pick up his first collegiate win. We saw Jordan Christian do it. He's now 2-0. That pitch is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. The stretch again by Gorman. And the pitch on the way. This is a line drive into right field. Baker will keep it in front of him. Nice job on the hop. And so Prosser will pick up a base hit. Now runners at first and second. And that'll bring up now Blake Fox. Fox is 0 for 3. 4th base hit now by Bluffton.
Bat number 22, Blake Fox.
We mentioned there is a right-hander throwing for Earlham if needed, but again, we're down to the final out of this one as we play in the 9th inning. And they'll call a balk now on Gorman. So now runners at second and third, and we'll have a visit to the mound and see if we can pick up, is it Matt Mathias, who is in the Earlham bullpen. Mathias, the junior out of Lagodi. They'll check Gorman to see if he's okay here in the 9th inning, trying to finish this one out, get a complete game shutout win. 1 more to go, and it's Blake Fox. Fox flew out in the 2nd, grounded out in the 4th, and then grounded out in the 7th. But now runners at 2nd and 3rd. Gorman gets the sign again from Krumloff. Here's the pitch on the way. Fly ball center field. This should do it. Lynch going back on it. A ball that kept carrying, and that'll do it. So the Quakers get the win here tonight by a final of 7-0. Earlham now 3-1 in conference play, and they will send the Beavers to 2-2 in the HCAC. We will come back and put a wrap on this one in a moment. Stay right there. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Well, Earlham gets a huge win here tonight, 7-0. Kyle Gorman, the complete game shutout victory, giving up just 4 hits. As Earlham now 3-1 in conference play, and the Quakers improved to 8-5 overall. Bluffton now 9-5 overall, 2-2 in conference play. And boy, what can you say about Kyle Gorman and the performance he gave the Quakers here this afternoon as he goes the distance, though he got in a little bit of trouble in that 9th inning. He did not walk a hitter in the entire ball game, gave up the one-hit batsman late when Hickey stepped to the plate in the 9th inning, but this was quite a performance by Kyle Gorman, the freshman, as he picks up his first college baseball victory. And in the hitting side of things, Quakers got that big 5-run 3rd inning. That kind of set the tone right there, led by Cody Krumloff in his 3-run double. And the Quakers put 5 on the board in the 3rd inning, added an insurance run in the 5th, another run in the 8th inning, and a huge win here tonight for the Quakers. Well, for Earlham right now, they've now won 7 of their last 8. They're 6-1 here at home, as we mentioned, 3-1 in conference play. They will take on Franklin coming up on Friday, a single contest at 4:15, and then a doubleheader beginning at noon coming up on Saturday. So another 3 big games coming up for the Quakers. And then guess what? They head on the road after that. After these 3 games, I'll take that back. They'll have this Bluffton team back here April the 4th. So the Quakers have still 4 more home games. And then from April 7th through April 22nd, they will be on the road that entire time. But they'll certainly enjoy this victory here tonight. As we wrap it up, final score once again. Earlham 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. Bluffton no runs, 4 hits, and 1 error. Quakers win it here tonight, 7-0. Thanks for being with us. This has been Earlham Baseball, Radio Troy Digital Sports.